G'day Success Council members, and I'm going to make another little market update video for you here, a couple of announcements, and of course this is your chance to ask your Q&A questions, and I will answer those on Monday. So please go ahead. You'll notice this video is unlisted. This is for Success Council members only. And so in the comments of this video, go ahead and write your questions. I will go ahead and do that for you. I just had a monster, super busy week. I've just got like 3 or 4 projects, like 90% of the way through. And so next week, I'm just going to have an absolute flood of cool things for you. Huge thank you to everybody who was kind enough to write a testimonial for me on the previous video. I greatly appreciate it. There was a lot of really cool things there. I'll be using those in the marketing material and stuff. So I really appreciate that. I will be giving away those 2 prizes. But for some, I definitely know I saw them, but I saw at least 2 video testimonials and I just cannot find them. So if you are one of the people who wrote the video testimonial, or if you can, please do me a huge favor. Go ahead and just email those to me. So just hit max@successcouncil.com, email those to me, and so that I can look at those and give away those awards. I will do the announcement for who wins the video and who wins the text award. I will do that on Monday when I answer the questions below this video. Cool things to look out for. Yeah, I've already recorded 3 or 4 of the first few videos of the trading course. Just need to get those polished up and put the disclaimer video at the front, and I'll get those in the members area next week for sure. What else is happening? Really cool bonus that I'm excited to share with you. That's going to happen next week for sure. That's about 90% of the way through. So just lots and lots of cool things. Remember, this is the place to ask your questions about markets, about strategy, about implementation. Any billing questions, I lost my password questions, any of that kind of stuff, make sure you send that to support. And please, 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 to the best of your ability, don't email me questions. I don't have time to do anything else if I let people ask me questions and email me questions. There's just too much of it. So this is your forum to get your questions asked and answered. In the comments section below this video, it will be greatly appreciated. So let's kick over here and check out what's going in some of the markets. So this is Bitcoin USD, and I'm really sorry. I got to do it over here. I'm really liking this market structure. We got stopped. We got pushed back from 12,000, came back down, dipped our toe beneath this $10,000 mark. Super important, critical play. It was a point of resistance for like 6, 7, 8 months there, and so it came down, retested 10,000, bounced back off it, and showed incredible strength. So that's a really, really cool sign for Bitcoin. Every single thing about this chart tells me Bitcoin is about to just charge. And make sure you don't turn off the video here, because there's the other thought that's coming. But as I look at the chart, everything about this just gets me excited. Bitcoin is ready to charge. And every day that goes by, I just know we're one day closer to the next year's fanatic, amazing, incredible bull run where Bitcoin hits over $100,000 in my opinion. So as we just get closer and closer, I'm getting more and more excited. I just don't want you guys to miss out. I want you to have some exposure to Bitcoin. But the flip side of the coin is I have this nagging feeling, nothing to do with the Bitcoin world. The nagging feeling is there is going to be a big market crash pre-election. And actually, even if not pre-election, almost certainly because of the election. So 2 things on that front. I think they're going to have there's going to be a big market crash, similar to like March of 2020. If you remember, stock market goes down from like 29,000 to 18,000, like a 30% loss, but it causes a liquidity crisis. There's margin calls. There's things people have got to de-risk. There's all these rules and regulations for certain types of entities that have to restructure their portfolio and can't have ratios X, Y, and Z. And so when something like that happens, everything gets hit. Bitcoin went down 50%. That's this candle here. This candle right here. This is March. Let me triple check. Yes, this is March of 2020. Bitcoin gets hit by 50%. Gold, silver gets smashed. Everything gets smashed and is on sale. And I think it's going to happen before the election. But if I'm wrong, I think the election is going to cause absolute mayhem. I don't think we're going to find out the results on election night. no matter who wins, I don't think the other party's going to accept it. I'm not. Like, if the Dems win, I'm not going to accept it. I'm a Trump supporter. I wouldn't call myself a Republican. I'm a libertarian, but I'm a Trump supporter, and I would not. I'm not going to accept the results, and I don't think anyone will. And I think if Trump wins, the Dems won't accept the results. The whole election process has been destroyed beyond repair thanks to all of this insanity of just sending out all the ballots. And I think it's going to be chaos. It's going to be serious chaos. And I suggest you prepare on all fronts. Like, we could be going through massive strikes. There could be whole states where truck drivers are not willing to go through because of the violence and the protests. You could be cut off from food. Like, you need to prepare. Like, at the very least, go to Costco, get yourself a few 50 kilo, or give me some amount of pounds, 50 pounds worth of rice, just super simple stuff that's cheap and stores well. Another more advanced strategies, I would say, is get yourself at least 3 months of like long-term food from like professional long-term food supply people. Just add water, heat up, and you get nutritious meals. I'm seriously thinking it could get that difficult, especially for certain areas. I think election is going to be absolute chaos, and the hurt to the market is going to be significant, and everything will get pushed down, suffer, and then our opportunity will be to scoop up that, and then I think you'll find cryptocurrencies and precious metals off to the races. So I think there's a really, really good buying opportunity coming up. But when I look at the Bitcoin chart, I'm just thinking like, man, this thing's ready to go. So there's these two competing thoughts here. So I want you to have some exposure to Bitcoin. If you don't have any, I would definitely get in some right now, but I would keep some dry powder on the sidelines. That means cash, so that you can jump in and buy some cryptocurrency if that eventuality plays out, and you can get some for a bargain. Let me talk a little bit more about that prepping side of things. So food's a really easy one. And if you're of the inclination, depending on where you live and depending on the dangerousness of the situation, guns and ammunition is not a terrible idea. The election time could get really, really bad. The election process has been destroyed. And if you can't trust that, then people can't accept loss. And so, like I said, I won't accept loss. If it look all these, I can just imagine it's like Trump's winning in a landslide, and then 2 days later they say, no, we found all these extra ballots in mail and he lost now. It's like, I'm not going to accept that, and millions of people will not, and there'll be riots in the streets, and it will be bad. And then you can have, when there's that kind of thing, now you have a situation where, like I said, truck drivers are not willing to drive through certain areas or states or whatever, and it disrupts the supply chain of food and critical infrastructure, medicines. And so preparation, I think, is a very, very, very important thing right now. But if we can survive all that, and I am true, the worse it is, the more dangerous it is for the price of everything. Everything can get smashed price-wise. And so now all of a sudden it's an incredible opportunity to jump in and buy crypto assets, precious metals for pennies on the dollar. Okay, let's just we'll go through the charts real fast. So Bitcoin started showing a little bit of strength. Actually, let's, what are we doing? We'll go Ethereum, Bitcoin. So the red bars means Bitcoin's getting stronger. Green bar means Ethereum's punching back. And so you can see Ethereum's got some good support right about here, and it kind of recovered a lot of its gains the last 4 days in just today. By the way, I'm recording this Thursday night, just so you know, even though I'm not sure if you'll get it tonight or tomorrow. And so, yeah, and by the way, just broader strokes, I'm becoming a lot more excited about Ethereum lately. So I would, Bitcoin or Ethereum as a really good safe bet. We can always speculate and use smaller amounts to do the miracle coins and the things that you think are going to go from zero to hero and make the really crazy gains. But both Ethereum and Bitcoin are like the incumbents. They're really, really strong and a really, really good safe place. You're in crypto, for goodness sake. I mean, how much risk can you tolerate? Jeez. So, Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two safest bets, I think, in the cryptocurrency. Bigger gains elsewhere, absolutely. The vast majority of those other coins, though, will be bigger losses, not bigger gains. So if you know your stuff, fine. But otherwise, I think Bitcoin and Ethereum is the place to stay. We'll have a little bit of an update. I got currently in a Ripple trade, and that's just continuing to go great. So if you recall from the last video, I short sold Ripple here I had my stop loss up here, and all the way down here, I'm looking to get my gain. So it did, it bounced off this blue support line, and this was just coming on down, coming on down, coming on down. I might even go in, I'm so far away now from this trend line, I might go ahead and move my stop loss to my buy price, even a little bit lower, so I'm guaranteed a small win, and let that go ahead and come and just, but this trade is still open, and I'm hoping that Ripple comes all the way down to here. Do not jump in on this trade now, by the way. The opportunity to get it was before. So yeah, I just wanted to update you on that. I had a losing trade the other day, and I'm kind of cool because I need one for the video course that I'm making you about what that looks like. So I made a winning trade here on this vertical blue line. This is XTZ coin. And on this date here, on this green horizontal, I bought XTZ. And I set my stop loss just below the wicks over here, and it turned around and did exactly what I was hoping it would do. It ran up to this trend line, and I took my profits right here. It was a huge winning trade. I didn't have anything on the way down. We got down here, we bounced off this support line, and around about here, I went ahead and bought it again, and I set my stop losses just below these wicks here. And yesterday, or the day before, that stop loss got tricked out. So that was that I bought here, sold here. I don't need to tell you that is a loss, a small loss. And like I said, this was a big win, and that was a small loss. But I got stopped out of a trade there the other day. I'm going to put all this in the course for you so you can see my winners, my losers, and exactly how that kind of plays out. We'll go. Everything else has been a little bit boring. I think Apple's getting punched. Apple's getting punched pretty hard. Dow Jones is getting, it's reasonably strong actually. The dollar's just kind of hanging around, going sideways. Everything's going sideways. Gold's pretty sideways right here. Silver's pretty sideways right here. Nothing super exciting to talk about the last couple of weeks, which is why I didn't do a Q&A last weekend. So you missed last weekend. Well, you didn't miss it. I just didn't do it. So it's been 2 weeks since I've done a Q&A, but that's kind of because there wasn't that much going on. So, and we got a whole bunch of new customers again, so taking care of all you guys. So yeah, that's the update for this week. Right below this video, questions only, please. Do me a favor, small questions, like 2-3 sentences. Don't give me the whole life story. And remember, I can't answer specific questions about your situation. You can just ask me about this market or that market or how to implement something like that. Those types of questions are great. Short, 2-3 sentences only, and I will get through them on Monday. I'm expecting that to be a pretty long video. I'll probably be in the saddle here for about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, getting through all those questions. But that's okay. I have been busier than I've been busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest this last week, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying taking care of all you guys, getting you the stuff that you want, creating the videos that you want. I've actually had a lot of fun doing it, so I don't mind being busy. So thank you for that, and I will see you in the next video. And we'll take care, guys. Bye.